All right, guys, check it out. You know what that means, right? SKLCO, Strike King Lure Company. Love it when a box like this shows up, especially this size. And, well, this is right before iCast, but we can't release this video till day one of iCast. So this is coming out as you're seeing it first thing in the morning on iCast. Don't have to wait for me to get to the booth to talk about a lot of these baits. So let's see what showed up. Let's talk about them. And I've had the chance to already fish some of these, so I can give you a little bit of background on it. Love it, right? All right, so one of the things that I am super excited about is the new Ned Rig series of baits that we have. So we've got not only a Ned Rig head, and I had a big part in helping design this, designing the head down to the exact hook that we wanted and the bait. So here's one of the baits that we have to go with that new Ned Rig head. And this is the Rage Ned Bug. And what you're looking at is kind of a structure bug looking bait, super small with some appendages on it, but sizing is perfect. It's just right for that head. For a lot of you guys that like to throw those Ned Rig baits, definitely check that out. And there's a few others in here. As we come through them, I'll point them out. But another is, and you can see there's one missing from this pack because I've already been slaying them on this thing. This is the new 5.75 Rage Swimmer. So you've got all the other sizes that we have, and now we've finally gone a little bit bigger, which I love to throw bigger swim baits, but right here, a 5.75 Rage Swimmer in all those colors that you love. You can see there's a bunch mixed in here. We got our regular ghost shads, we got our sexy shad, we've got our green pumpkins, you can see we got the plethora, we got our black and blue. So we hit all the colors that you've gotten all the others. We've also gotten the new 5.75. All right, a lot of different things, obviously new baits and a lot of new colors. So this is one of the new colors. This is just in a regular Menace that we've had out for a while, but we've got a black with blue swirl color. So you can see on this Menace, we've got a mostly black, but then it's got this blue swirl and it's got some translucent color to it. Also, which is really cool, a new bait that we've got is the Rage Tail Baby Bug. So we had the Magnum Bug come out last year, and now this year we've got the Baby Rage Bug. And Rage Bug is one of my favorite baits. I throw it a ton. I love to just flip it, to throw it as is. I use it as a trailer on jigs. I use it as a trailer on swim jigs. I do a lot of different things with it. Here's a new color. This is just our regular Menace, but this is just showing you the new color. Actually, my daughter loves this color, and she's been catching them quite a bit on this one. So this is a Tequila Sunrise with orange flake. So it's got kind of a dark back. It's got that purple belly, and then it's got orange flake throughout. Again, daughter's been slaying them on that one. Let's see what we got here. New color, green pumpkin with purple swirl.
Green pumpkin with purple swirl.
Right, brand new color for this year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be released at iCast this year and available later this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. There's the results.
Yeah.
Good job, kiddo. All right.
What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Craw Daddy. Craw Daddy. I'm a big fan. A lot of times when I am throwing a jig, I am throwing Bama Craw. So I like that green pumpkin with that orange, because every time that I've had a crayfish spit up my live well, it's got some orange in it. Well, now this is Craw Daddy, and this is kind of a little like darker green pumpkin, and it has that orange color swirled in it. So overall, a little bit darker profile of a bait, but it's got that orange swirl in it. And I've got some video footage that I'll put up also. I've already caught some fish on that. Here's another one of Craw Daddy in one of the new baits that are released for this year. Like I mentioned earlier, we did the Magnum Rage Bug, right? And this is one of the new colors, that black with blue swirl in that. Now this is the Magnum Menace, right? Another bait I love to throw is the Menace. Actually, I love to pitch this thing and flip it on a heavy weight and one of our heavy flipping hooks. But now I've been throwing this thing on the wobble head. So I like to throw that, our new tour grade tungsten swinging football head. And now I'll pair it with like a 5/0 hook. And just really sidebar here, but when you do throw that, I've had the most success when I'm throwing it on a light wire hook, because to get the action out of that bait, you want to cast it out there and then basically keep it in contact with the bottom, but you're constantly reeling it, almost like you're just kind of grinding a crankbait. all right, but you're doing with plastic. So having that light wire hook, when one picks it up and bites it, as you're reeling, you continue to reel and sweep, and you'll get a good hook set on it every time. So this is new for this year. Blue craw with red flake. So I'm a big fan of blue craw. It's one of my staples that I have in every bait that I throw. But now we've got that blue craw color that you like, but this now has some red flake in it. So a lot of times when that sun pops out, you want something with a little bit of red flake in it. I've always been a fan of throwing that watermelon with red flake when the sun pops out. But now I can stay with that blue craw, throw that red flake. So as the sun pops out, now it's going to give off some sparkle and attract those fish a little bit more. But then as the clouds go in, now I can keep that bait on. I don't have to worry about changing it because it is darker profile. All right, Gurgle Toad Jr. is another new bait for this year. So you're familiar with the Gurgle Toad. What I really like about that is, one, it's awesome on the KVD buzz bait, that buzz frog. Comes with a Gurgle Toad. Now this is the smaller profile Gurgle Toad. So these are great just to throw all by themselves. The action on the feet is good, but also to throw on that buzz bait. Here's another one of the Ned Rig baits that I think you guys will really like. Again, had a big part in designing this. So this is the Ned Ocho. And what you'll see that's different about this is it's not just the Ocho where it's 8-sided. Well, there's a lot of texture to this. So there's indentations and a lot. It just gives off a lot more disturbance in the water. I want to say action because it's a Ned Rig bait, so we're not giving a lot of action to it. But as it falls, what's unique is those little ribs and appendages and stuff that are built into this. They actually hold some water. And some of the testing that I did initially, when I would throw it into my test tank, I could see the air bubbles sort of staying on the bait, and then as you would move the bait, there'd be some air bubbles popping off. So I know that that's gonna create some strikes. All right, this is just an Ocho, but again in that Craw Daddy color. Let's see what else we got here. The more black with blue swirl. There's that blue craw with red flake, some more tequila sunrise with orange in the oh, that is a new bait, the Magnum. You'll love this. So the Magnum Game Hog, right? Everybody likes to throw that creature bait, the Game Hog. Well, now we've got a Magnum version of the Game Hog, so check that beast out. All right, that's great just for, I mean, I've flipped this in bushes, caught lots of really good fish on it. But now you got a Magnum Game Hog. And then back from one spectrum back to the other, here is another one of the Ned Rig baits, and this right here is the Ned Cutter Worm. Right, you're familiar with the cutter worm. We've got that in multiple sizes, but now we have it in a Ned size. So overall it's about 3 inches in length, but it has that nice cutter tail to it. So it's got the rage appendage on the end of it. And this thing, what's really unique about this bait when you're Ned rigging is you can swim it. So a lot of guys, when they throw their Ned rigs, they cast their Ned rig out there, they put it on the bottom, they kind of do nothing with it, right? You just maybe shake it a little bit, or you're just kind of pulling it through. If you take this, cast it out there, and one, it's going to have great action on the fall because that tail is going to be vibrating as it falls, but then you can slowly swim it, and it's got a really good action to it. And with the head design that we did, it's got a flat face to it. When you swim it, it displaces the water perfectly, which gives the bait some shimmy as it's moving through the water, and it creates a lot of strikes. All right, let's see, black blue swirl on there. What else do we have here? Dream Shot in blue craw with the red flake. More Gurgle Toad action. Here goes some more of the Ned Cutter Worm. This one's in the a Morning Dawn color. We got a Rage Chunk in black with the blue. Got some rodents here, black with blue swirl. All right, let's see, some more of the baby rage bug, cutter worm in a new color. So a lot of these new colors you're gonna see in a bunch of different baits. All right, guys, I don't think I missed anything. But again, I have already had the chance to fish a lot of these baits, and I am telling you, they catch them. One that I've been catching quite a bit on, and I tell you, I like to fish that tungsten swinging head is this Magnum Rage. The Magnum Menace has been catching them really well. Ooh, here we go. All right, last new bait we'll show you. All right, a new punching bait. So this is the Punch Bug, right? Check it out. A bunch of appendages on the body. All right, so this is going to displace a lot of water as it falls down through when you're punching. Got some little feet on it, but then we've got our signature Rage appendages on the end, right? So this is the new Rage Punch Bug, and it'll be available in a bunch of the new colors. All right, make sure you guys check that out. But there are some other new baits that are out. These are just the plastics that we're talking about right now. Make sure that you guys check out some of my other videos. When I'm at the booth, I will go over all the different hard baits and everything that we have new that is out. But thanks for tuning in. Again, make sure that you guys check out all these new baits, new colors, and definitely check out all the new Ned baits. We will shoot some more at iCast.